Hello and welcome to Learn to Kitesurf Online, your kitesurf instructional video series. This video series takes you through 9 chapter topics covering the basics of kitesurfing for the beginner. Here is a sample of each chapter in the video series. The most important thing in choosing the right location is to find out if you can legally kite in an area. So check all signs and ask before proceeding. Kitesurfing is prohibited on this beach, however, just down the road, the location is clearly marked and allowed. When you arrive at the beach, check what else is happening. People skimboarding or sunbaking have just as much right to use the beach as you do. So don't try to land your kite here in between sunbathers or launch your kite so close to other beachgoers. A kitesurfing kite flies like any other kite in that the design of the kite allows it to soar into the sky. However, only if it's tethered. Remember what a kite looks like when the little children let go of the string? It falls to the ground. A kitesurfing kite is the same. The aerodynamic design launches it into the air. Like most sports, kitesurfing has lots of gear. Let's take a look at the equipment you'll need to be able to launch your kite into a gentle breeze and get out there kitesurfing. You will need to buy your own gear to get kitesurfing. However, I suggest you complete a course first before making your purchase. Welcome to Kite Setup, where we take a close look at setting up your gear. Firstly, as per Chapter 1, choose the right location. Ensure there is space downwind of you and the area is clear of obstacles, including anything sharp that may puncture your kite. Take your kite out of its bag and lay it across the ground with the leading edge upwind. Ensure any deflate valves are closed and attach your pump, being careful to keep sand out of the inner of the kite, remembering to attach the pump leash so it won't blow away while pumping. Launching and landing your kite is not hard, however you must follow the correct procedure. Both the kiter and the person helping you to launch and land the kite must be trained in their respective roles. Never ask a non-kiter or someone who has not been trained to launch or land your kite to help. They just don't understand how a kite works and will put themselves and you in danger. There is a lot that can go wrong, so always get someone with experience to help you. As a final check, walk from your kite to the bar looking for any snags on the ground. If the power in your kite takes you by surprise, or you are tangled with another kiter with no chance of a relaunch, or the wind has died and you can't launch your kite, you may need to activate your safety system, and if on water, perform a self-rescue. Getting back to the beach is your priority, no matter how unglamorous your technique. Let's take a look at how to activate a kite safety system. The safety release system on kites may work in slightly different ways. Learn how to activate yours. This release is activated by pulling down on the red release mechanism, releasing one side of the chicken loop and separating the chicken loop from the harness. Whether you're looking to do double kite loops in strong winds, to simply get planing in light winds, or perform a water launch, knowing how to get power from your kite is crucial. In this topic, we'll be discussing the power stroke, when to use it, and also body dragging and how this simple technique can help you in your kitesurfing journey. As previously discussed, to get the most power from your kite, you need to dive the kite deep into the wind window's power zone, known as a power stroke. It's now time to put all you have learnt to good use and get onto the water for your first attempt at kitesurfing. The first step is to learn the water start. You can practice the basics of this on dry land before you get onto the water. Once again, choose the right location. Large shore-breaking waves in a crowded spot will make your first attempt at a water start very difficult, if not impossible. So find a quiet spot with flat water if you can, and lots of space downwind. After performing your first few runs across the water, beginners often drop into the water and do a water start in the opposite direction to get them back to where they started. However, before too long, you're going to want to learn how to perform transitions or turns. There are many different types of transitions you can perform when you're experienced. However, the transition you will first learn when beginning is known as the slide turn, pictured here. We can break down this simple turn into two parts. To access this video series, go to learntokitesurfonline.com. For just $29.95, you're only a few mouse clicks away from true high-definition streaming kitesurf action. Learn to Kitesurf Online, your online instructional video series.